Now, we've all seen the incredible pictures coming out of Lismore over so many days now. Metres high piles of rubbish, homes and businesses destroyed, livestock swept away. It's a kind of post-apocalyptic scene. Now, locals face still a long, hard slog to get back on their feet. Both the New South Wales Premier and Prime Minister have been there, promised plenty. But let's get reaction from the front line. Steve Krieg is the Mayor of Lismore. He joins me now. Steve, thanks for your time. Before we talk about promises and politicians, give us a sense of the situation on the ground in Lismore. Are spirits lifting, or is the job looking like it won't be finished far, way down the track, and is it demoralising?
It is demoralising. That's a good word for it, Chris. I gave myself an early mark today and came home and cleaned myself up and had a shower, and I'm sipping on a good champagne at the moment just to have a bit of a debrief. But man, what an effort our community's put in over the last 10 or 12 days. It's just been absolutely massive. But the feeling I'm getting around the streets is there's so many so much community involvement in putting out food parcels and just looking after each other. But the feeling I'm getting is that sense of desperation now, and that's where to from here.
Yeah. Are you getting the help you need in terms of rubbish removal? Because until you get rid of the rubbish, things are visually demoralising, aren't they?
Exactly right. And the statistics I heard, we're moving out 3,000 tonnes of rubbish a day. There's one truck a minute going to the temporary waste facility. But again, another figure I've heard, we've got another 3 or 4 weeks of this.
Oh.
So do the sums, there's a hell of a lot of crap lying on the streets. And as it gets cleaned up, people's spirits do lift, but then you've got the mammoth task of where do you start now? We've got to rebuild, we've got to start all over again.
The Prime Minister was there yesterday. How much time did you get with him?
There was about 15 minutes, not long at all. It was probably 10 minutes longer than we were scheduled to get. But once we had him in a room, we sort of locked him in and wouldn't let him get out.
Good. What were you able to communicate to him that you thought he absorbed?
Just the sheer desperation of the situation. Its magnitude is something like you've never seen before. And I've said it many, many times, and I'll say it again. This is not a flood event. This is an absolute catastrophe. It's a natural disaster of the highest order. And it's just the magnitude of the work that we've got to do as a community and with the help from every level of government to rebuild and get back on track.